Hi, I'm Wayne. Welcome to Bassador Woodworking. It's been a few days for you. It's been literally seconds for me. We're going to start off today by wiring the motor and setting it for the correct direction. I have the motor hooked up to a power cord and plugged into a power strip. I put a flag on the end of the motor so that when it's spinning, I can tell what direction it's going. Whenever testing a motor that you don't know anything about, it's good to hook it in through a power strip. That way you have a switch. If something's wired wrong and you plug it into like right into a wall outlet, you might, scare yourself. So, all right, let's see what direction this is running in. Okay, it is running counterclockwise, which is exactly what we need, so I don't have to rewire the motor. I'm still waiting on the top wheel to finish drying, so I'm going to now start creating the side door. That won't really impact anything on the top, so it should be fine to do that now. The door is going to have a guide bearing in it for the drive wheel, so I need to be very exact about its placement. I decided to have the door slide on threaded posts that I'll then use some leftover knobs from a drill press to hold captive. So I drilled some holes and then I drove some 3/8 16 threaded rod into those pilot holes. I was then able to transfer mark and drill the pilot hole followed by the nesting hole for the guide bearing. I then decided to check on the front wheel, and of course it wasn't done, and I had to add more super glue and wait. I decided there was no harm in dry fitting the carriage onto the post again. I also decided to chamfer the edges of the mahogany board so that the carriage will travel up and down easier. It's now time to stage where the table will be. While I wait for the top wheel to dry, I just have a push stick holding the belt at 90 degrees to where the table will be. I can figure out where exactly the wheel needs to ride and everything like that after. I'm more concerned with making sure that my table is in the right place at this moment. I think this cutoff from making the side door will be perfect as a table. Further down the line, I will add some trunnions and add some tilting functionality, but for right now, I'm just going to get it so that I can just sand at 90 degrees. That's all I really need to do right now. I have the slot for the belt sketched out, so I'm just going to use my table saw blade's kerf as the slot. So I'll just run it in the table saw until I approach the line, and then I'll back off. It's important when cutting a slot using a table saw to keep your blade as high as possible. You want as vertical a cut going into the board as possible. I could then mount the table to the frame, and since I was working upside down and backwards, I drilled a hole in the complete wrong spot, but it doesn't really affect anything, so I just left it. Now that the table is mounted, I can now make the platen. I don't have any 2-inch metal in the wood shop, but I do have this 1.5 piece. I bent it to 90. It should be fine for the time being, and then when I find some 2-inch bar stock, I can pick some up. I decided there was no harm in cutting the top axle before the top wheel was finished, so I used the power hacksaw to cut the rod to 10 inches. I think it's funny that since I said the power hacksaw has almost zero utility to me, I have found projects left and right that have utilized it. That's about as far as we can go until the top wheel is finished. I just checked and it needs some more super glue, so I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to give it plenty of time to cure. Hopefully it will take. But we made a lot of really good progress today. We got the table mounted, we got the door mounted, and I got the top bracket all set. So hopefully we'll finish it up in the next episode. Things left to do are mount the top wheel and then create a tracking mechanism and then test and make changes as we need to. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to keep up to date with new projects as they are released. And until next time, thank you.